Hi, Dr. Pelto here today. I want to ask a question here. Can Amazon.com cure my plantar fasciitis? And I know many people, before they get treatment by the doctor, they go online and they look for treatment. Usually, you're going to Google different places, you're going to look for different patient information online, and you might end up at Amazon because we think Amazon can help us with everything. Well, there are some good and there's some bad news to Amazon. I'm going to show you a few of the good things on Amazon, but be aware. Don't just go buy everything just because there's free returns on your Prime, because these days, a lot of times the returns might cost you some money, but more importantly, they may not make you better if you have plantar fasciitis. Specifically, if you've bought 3, 4 inserts or 3, 4 pairs of shoes, that might need a little bit more work. Once again, we're going to talk about Amazon and how this may help you. And if you want to learn more, there's a book that I put together called the Plantar Fasciitis Book. It's free for everyone. You can find a little link here on the bottom of this video. So let's look here on Amazon. I put here a link to my Amazon page. This is called an Amazon influencers account. So if you are a patient, or even if you're a podiatrist or someone that treats this, you could make your own little influencer page on Amazon. It looks like this. Dr. Pelto, my little picture up here. You'll see here that I do earn money from this. So if you go to this, I think my wife calls it my hobby. So I think I've spent hundreds of dollars to make these videos, and I think I've made $6 on Amazon. You don't really make that much. It's not in it for making it through Amazon. But I put a lot of different diagnoses here, you can see. But the one we're going to talk about is plantar fasciitis. So what you'll find here, first of all, is this plantar fasciitis book. It's for $3. Don't buy it because I put it free underneath this video. Okay, this is for people that end up here and they want, or if you want to buy the Kindle version because you love to read on your Kindle, or if you want to listen to it, it'll be on the link here. If you want to buy a print version, that'll be right here. You can buy the print version, which would be great if you love it so much. Let's talk about a few things here. First of all, you see here, this is kinesio tape. So a lot of people recommend kinesio tape for the plantar fascia, for the Achilles tendon. Pretty inexpensive, $13. I've had a couple of inserts right here. I actually have 3 different types. There's 2 types right here, and there's a couple of other types, so they're in repetition. I've included a power step. A power step is a good device. This one's also a good device. The main thing you want to look at is if this device won't bottom out when you're using it, meaning it should be rigid enough for your foot. Whether or not these are better or these are better, you look at the price, $100 versus $30. Well, what's the difference? The A-line are the ones that I recommend a lot for my patients. They're a rigid plastic. These are going to last forever. Okay, they're going to last for a long time. The power steps, they're not. They're probably going to last you 6 months, along with these other ones right here. I talk a lot in the different videos, if you've watched any, about foam rolling and treating the back of the calf as a big component. So that's why I've included the Trigger Point Foundation collection, a Trigger Point ball, and another kit here. So these are different kits that you can get, and also the stick and the foam roller. These are all the Trigger Point tools. Who needs what? Well, if you're a really big athlete and you do a lot of activity, I would probably recommend this one here that has everything you need. You can use it for your back, your quad, your IT band, your calf. If you don't have any money and you just need something for a tight muscle, like the posterior tibial muscle, try this one. This is a TP ball. It's just a single ball. If you only have calf issues and you want to do what's best for the calf, this is kind of a step down from this one. Okay, this is a step down. This is one for if you just have plantar fasciitis and you want to treat it the best way you can. Now, 90% of the time, my patients leave the office with this. This is a foam roller. This is the cheapest, the easiest. There are some other videos you'll find that I explain how to use this in the book. Okay. Next, we see compression stockings, kind of a similar way to taping the bottom of the foot, but you just put the sock on, has a lot of nice compression to it. It's not the big old lady type. It's just a simpler type. Night splint, back night splint, posterior night splint, and dorsal night splint. These are if you have pain when you get out of bed in the morning. That's what these are used for. You can also try stretching. You can try doing foam rolling first thing out of bed, but if you can't do that, you can try these night splints. Similar but less expensive, Strasbourg sock. But if you notice, not much expensive, $40 to $50 Strasbourg sock. Some people get some numbness and tingling to the toes when they wear the Strasbourg sock, so just be careful. This is a kind of a Graston technique tool. Be really careful using this. I put this for completion. I think if you're seeing a physical therapist, they may teach you how to work out some of the areas of tight muscles, but be really careful. A professional should probably be doing this. A good sandal you can wear. I like UFOs. So UFOs have a nice arch support in them. This is good for first thing out of bed in the morning, gives you a little support, helps reduce that morning pain. A good shoe, I just put one example here. This is a Hoka. This is what's popular these days. It'll probably change, but I also like New Balance, Asics, Saucony, anything that's very supportive. And I always say, make sure you spend some money on your shoes. Now, just a caveat to that, if you're spending a lot of money on shoes, buying 3, 4 pairs, it's not getting better. The problem probably isn't the shoes. Some people ask me about weight loss. Is that going to help my plantar fasciitis? Well, weight loss itself isn't very effective, but weight loss is good. So I recommend a couple of books here, The Obesity Code and The Complete Guide to Fasting. Both of these talk about intermittent fasting, which is the best way, in my opinion, for losing weight. And then if you have a lot of pain that's debilitating, you may want to do a walking boot. If it throws your hip off, you might want to do this thing called the even up next door here. Why a walking boot on here? Well, basically, some people have really high deductibles. And if your doctor, like when they come to my office, if I charge them $150 to $200 and it goes to their deductible, it's easier just to go here to get this. And then an air cast air heel. This is something that just has a cushion. It's almost like a balloon in the bottom. So the question is, will Amazon, with all of these things, you could virtually spend probably $300-400 to get better. Will it help you? It might. It depends on who you are. But if a few of these things don't work, don't spend more money. Come in. You might need a cortisone injection or something else. If you want to learn more, you can download this book right underneath this video. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks.